Hola a todos, muy buenas tardes. Hello everybody, thank you for being with us. We have with us 3 EuroLeague legends, 2 of the best point guards ever, and 1 unstoppable power forward, Sasha Djordjevic, George Laukas, Theo Papaloukias. Un gran aplauso para ellos, por favor, otro más, que se lo merecen. Son 3 jugadores para los que Madrid significa felicidad. For the 3 of you, Madrid means happiness. You won here, your last Final Four. Which are your memories of 2008?
It was great memories. First of all, I want to say it's a big honor to sit next to these guys. When I was younger, and it was great to watching them playing, and it's even better now that after so many years I sit next to them, because I realize I did something good in my career just because I'm sitting next to them.
A couple of things.
Yes. Anyway, so thank for all these people that are around us. It means that they love basketball. They're very lucky because Madrid is one of the most beautiful cities. That was what we were discussing before. And I have great memories. It was the last Final Four with CSKA. It was a difficult season for us, but we came over here. We had lost the previous year the Final Four in Athens in the final, and we came back to get back the title. We had some good games, and in the finals we played a very solid game. Trezan Langton was our leader. He was the MVP. He carried the team, and he helped us win the title.
This is about telling some secrets. What did you do as a team after winning the title? Some party or something? No party at all?
We partied, but the most important is, the happiness is the first 2-3 minutes with your teammates. After that, you collapse because it needs very big effort for your body and for to think, mentally. It takes a lot of energy to win the Final Four. So the big part is the first 3-4 minutes with your teammates, with your coaches, with administration, with your family. And after that, you just go outside and you try to realize how difficult is what you did.
And Joe, you play here for Real Madrid for 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
You won till now the last EuroLeague title. What means Madrid to you?
Well, you always let him go first, and he always steals my words. But when I found out, first of all, I was coming here to be with Theo and with Sasha. It's just an honor to be with these guys. I've played against guys like this all my life, and this guy's a living legend. I don't know, I got my microphone messed up. But living here in Madrid and being here in Madrid and watching the Final Four here in Madrid and everything that's going on is just very special for me. It's been special to be able to be that last championship that everybody talks about. We'd like for that to change if possible. But it's just special. It's a great time to be here in Madrid and a great Final Four.
And what means to you, Sasha? You won here, you played here, and as a coach last summer, you won the silver medal with the Serbian national team.
Yeah, but let me just add one thing. I mean, you're sitting here with Joe, playing 5 years for Real Madrid, winning 1 EuroLeague title. It is so difficult having him putting a big effort, big stamp, his career being the best power forward in Europe at that time. It's so tough. I won just 1, Theo won 2, right? So during all your career, you're dreaming about it, and it seems like you've been winning all the time. But it's not like that. So you appreciate even more once you're out and you see all those guys living that dream and fighting for that. And now you see this generation of, let's say, Real Madrid players that didn't win it still. So it's up to them to win against Olympiacos guys who have like 2 out of last 3. So you just realize once you're together after it how big it was once you were the players, and how big were the teammates or the rivals that you had in front. We had like, I don't know how many derbies here, Barcelona, Real Madrid, fights and stuff like that. But after that, you just what is behind, and you appreciate what will be for these kids right now in front.
When we played, we all hated each other. We hated each other because that's.
Oh, you like me now?
No, I like you a little bit better now. but then you meet people after, you say, he's not a bad guy. He's not that bad of a guy,
Let's talk a bit about yesterday's game. You have a broken heart, you choose CSKA, you choose Olympiacos. Which team did you root for in the first semi-finals yesterday?
I played in both teams. I had great memories. I have friends in both teams. So the only sure thing is, like I said to when Joe asked me yesterday, I'm going to be supporting the team that's going to qualify from the first semi-final. It was, a strange game that we have seen it again the last 3 years. It was like a replay. CSKA controlled the game for 37 minutes, and suddenly something happens, and things change.
Spanoulis.
Someone happens.
No, it's not someone. It's not someone. They do it all together.
Yeah.
They all together came back, but Spanoulis, like stabbed them. Because Pridis had a great game. Lucas helped very much to come back in the game. And I think the key and the secret of this team is that they're a team. They know their roles. They know that Spanoulis is their leader. They know, and we saw it yesterday again, that he had 0 for 11 shots, 6 turnovers, 0 assists, and he took the last shots. Everybody gave him the ball to do it, and for him it was like, okay, another shot. He scored incredibly difficult shots. The most difficult was the 2-point shot.
Against Vorontsevich.
Against Vorontsevich, and the 3-point shot against De Colo, it was difficult. De Colo was next to him. But this guy proved that he's the dominator of European basketball. He's the only one for me personally that he can do it, because he does understand. He's like a robot. He keeps on playing the same way. It doesn't matter if he scored 20, if he scored 0, he keeps on doing his job. It's something incredible.
Joe, you were expecting Vasilis Spanoulis to show up at the end of the game?
We were sitting next to each other, and I was sitting with my son doing the game, and I kept telling him, I said, it's not over yet. Spanoulis is always around. He's always around. Because we saw in London 2 years ago, 0 points in the first half and 20 in the second half. And he's to me, he's by far the best player in Europe. He's the most decisive player. He might not be the best athlete. He might not be the best shooter, not be the best point guard, but he's the best overall athlete. And to me, he's a superstar. And I think that's what Europe misses now, is superstars. We need more superstars like Spanoulis.
What do you think, Isasa? When 3 minutes left, 8 points up, CSKA Moscow.
Yeah, I agree definitely with Joe and Theo. Unfortunately, I have to agree, because on the other side I had my player Teodosic, which I wanted him and CSKA to win. I'm honest, so I really wanted for him, because he's a great guy. He played different finals, different Final Fours. He's always there with his teams, and even with Olympiacos, he was in Paris and stuff like that. So I'm just adding that to what I said. On the other side, you have Spanoulis, and as Joe said, he is the guy. So you just have to wait for your time, Milos. And I wished that it just came here in Madrid. So right now, for me, I have something else to work in the summer with the national team, to work with him, with his head and confidence and stuff like that, to steal that supremacy out of the competitors like Spanoulis and someone else, and to show that he's the one, which I strongly believe.
How important the work of Coach Sferopoulos to teach this team to never give up. How important is that in basketball?
Can I add one thing? I know Theo will say the same thing because he played there. I love Yanis. Yeah, I think he's a great coach. I send him messages and everything and stuff like that. But it's Olympiacos stamp historically. It's when you came to the big team, you just put the jersey and we never give up. I think it's in the locker room. We never give up. So you can just go there and coach, but that's it. That's in the gym. That's in Piraeus. That's in Greece. Olympiacos never gives up, and that's what happened.
And what's wrong, Theo, with CSKA Moscow? They only lost 4 games this season.
Can I say something about Coach Sferopoulos? Because it was very difficult for a team like Olympiacos to change the beginning of the season coach. But I really appreciate it because, it's very crucial for me when a new coach comes in the early beginning of the season and says, I don't want to switch any player. I will go with these players. This thing gives very big confidence to the players. Always a change of a coach motivates the players, exactly. But when the new coach comes and says, guys, you are here, I will work with you, it gives great motivation. And the most important is what Sasa said. Olympiacos is an organization that has this character, that this team built this character. And everybody who comes now in the team, the only thing that they can do is just improve and still this personality, this character, and just grow. And it's very tough. Nobody wants to play against Olympiacos right now.
And what happened in the CSKA player minds when they face Olympiacos? Because they can beat everyone in Europe, but Olympiacos.
I cannot explain. Nobody can explain this thing. CSKA has a great season. They play really great basketball. It was the team that I was enjoying most to watch this year. They were scoring 100 points every game, and they were playing incredible basketball. It's crazy that this team, I think, the problem, it looks like they just want to finish the game to win. They're scared of not winning in the end. It's crazy. And the basketball they played this season, it was one of the best basketball we have seen the last years. They were playing great defense, extremely great offense. They were giving show to the fans. Alley-oops, difficult baskets. They were moving the ball. I don't know. For me, it's very difficult to explain.
Ahora una pregunta para vosotros, porque el Real Madrid se ha metido en la final, para muchísima gente es el favorito. ¿Creéis que este año el Madrid va a ganar la novena? Everybody thinks Real Madrid is going to win the 9th championship. What do you think?
Everybody but Olympiacos.
Of course, nobody here from Olympiacos.
You know, I think I don't want to make a prediction because I did the last 2 years and I'm wrong. So if I make a prediction, my prediction will be for Olympiacos. But you know what I saw yesterday in Real Madrid? I saw a different team. I saw a different team in the Final Four. Not because of different players, but I saw a different character, a different attitude. They came out to play hard. They came out to play strong. They came out to play in the way you have to play in a Final Four.
Beautiful.
You play beautiful basketball all year long, and you play ugly basketball to win a championship. And I think yesterday they learned. And to me, the key player for this team is Nocioni, without a doubt. Nocioni came in with attitude. He came in with a lot of heart, a lot of mind, a lot of something else that I can't say here because there's children. But he came in with just a different personality, and I think that becomes contagious to the rest of the players on the team when you see that. When the players see, oh, if he's going to play that hard, I have to play just as hard as him because he's 35. And I can't have a 35-year-old man, old man now in basketball, playing harder than me, and I'm 26. And I think I saw that with everybody. It made me very happy, and hopefully they can do the same tomorrow.
And he was capable to stop the best EuroLeague player this year, Nemanja Bjelica. He played ugly against Bjelica, and Bjelica get out of the game.
I was about to add what Joe said is absolutely true, but unfortunately Nocioni played against the MVP, which is Bjelica, that I have to coach in the national team again. So guys, you're giving me a hard time. You're killing me. It's not about Final Four, it's about national team of Serbia. Come on, stop it. No, I'm just kidding, but absolutely right. Nocioni and Bjelica played in Tau Gres years ago. And Nocioni was a big star, Bjelica coming up big as a young player. Right now, Bjelica MVP. And he was not in the best shape. He was injured prior to this Final Four. So Nocioni came up strong, and this was, everybody was questioning signing of Nocioni at the beginning towards the Real Madrid, Alberto Herrero's sport direction. But that was, this is why Alberto Herreros knows basketball, and he's right about signing Nocioni. This is the game why he was signed for, and he delivered the final to the Real Madrid team. So it's sometimes we have to look at the big picture. We are really close to just criticize a lot. It's easier because that makes us look less bad. Can I say that? Yes. So you can criticize and stuff like that. But I think this was the typical thing of GM and Pablo Lasso, whose team plays, I think, 3 years the best basketball I've seen for a long time in a way of playing. They play beautiful. A lot of ball movement, penetration. Sergio, Lul, JC Carroll, whoever comes in the team, they just pass the ball, they love to play, and it's beautiful for us to watch and to admire. So Pablo has a lot of credit for this success too.
What about the job of...
You know, for your player, for Belgica, it's good for him. This was a good game for him. It's a learning experience.
He declared it. He declared it himself in the papers today.
It's a learning experience for him.
This is a learning. I will come. I never been to the Final Four. Now I know what's all about. And it wasn't a good thing because, I mean, EuroLeague, Jordi, and all you guys, you played on my guys. I mean, you gave Teodosic reward, starting five, Bogdanovic, rising star, Marjanovic, MVP, Bjelica, MVP, and they all did not play well. So it's a no-no game for me. So be careful. Next year, no, we don't want no personal prizes, nothing. We just want to play. Okay?
I think it's good for you.
Very good, very good.
You gave them the awards, they didn't win, so now you can praise them in the summer.
There you go.
Imagine if they win the EuroLeague, how they would come to the preparation.
Listen, I already lost by 30 and something against USA. I know how to pressure my guys, so don't worry.
What do you think for referee yesterday?
For who? Referee. They did a great job. Great job.
They do a great job.
Fenerbahce supporters don't like the referee yesterday.
Yeah, so it will happen more and more since you are not used to being the Final Four. This is your first time. At the 10th time, maybe you can say something. Right now, just calm down. Calm down. Steps are made one by one, not 1 and 5. Calm down.
You know,
right?
You know when you win.
And I'm telling that with all the love and respect to the best coach ever, which is Željko Obradović, that he coached you because he's the best.
Need the referee, but why the referee need to be happy?
That's the rule of the game. You have to have 3 referees on the floor, right?
Yes,
I think so. That's Naismith.
You know, when you win, the referees are good. When you lose, not so good.
It happens all the time. Let's talk about individuals. You hold the EuroLeague all-time scoring record with 63 points, only 4 missed shots.
In Bologna.
In Bologna.
You know that game, yeah.
You were there?
Yeah, of course I was there. I mean, suffering, but I was there.
You know, that's, you know, like these guys know here, 63 points is an incredible record. It's incredible to score that many points in a game, but, you know, when I talk about it, which I do a lot because so many people ask me, you can't do this without a team. This is a team sport. This isn't tennis. This isn't golf. This isn't track and field. It's a team sport. And I always say that I had 11 other guys on the floor with me who were able to set picks, pass the ball. I was never a person who took the ball and dribbled full court. I come off picks and I shoot. So, and then I had a coach in Željko Obradović who confided in me. He gave me the confidence and he told me, he says, you stay in the game. Because he could have taken me out of the game at any time for a rest. He says, no, you stay in the game. Tonight is your night. So it was my personal record, but it's a team thing for me. And it's just like everything else. You win a championship, it's a team championship. You score, you play a good game, it's thanks to the team, not because of you.
But I remember the game. He did not force not even one shot.
One, I think.
I was in the bathroom. I haven't seen it.
I shot the three-pointer.
I went to the bathroom. I didn't see that.
Wait, I
swear to God.
I shot a three-pointer from half court, which I wanted to take back because I knew it would bring my percentages.
Okay, yeah. Should give Isma that shot. He would miss it anyway.
Exactly.
And you, Sasa, how is to win the EuroLeague title with the last second shot?
Yeah, that was even a long time ago. I don't even remember, but it was great because right now you cannot see that realities anymore in the basketball of today. So many investments and money in Fenerbahce, Real Madrid, Barcelona, CSK. They put like, 30 million for a team. And we played those guys back at the times when it was embargo on Serbia. We had to play here in Fuenlabrada in our home city. And we just were away of home. We were game after game, day after day, believing in ourselves. We had Željko Obradović again, because I think Željko is everywhere.
He's everywhere.
It was always
Every
him.
Final Four.
I played with him in a team. We were roommates and everything. So it was something different it's completely story, completely different. And we had opportunity. We had Olimpia Milano on the other side with D'Antoni and Darryl Dawkins and a lot of money even there. Johnny Rogers, our guy, and Juventud Badalona with again, dominating Spanish league. But we were fired up. I don't know. It's something in Serbia.
And for you, Theo, which is your best memory in EuroLeague or in basketball?
I'm lucky because, like they said, I was in teams that we lived a lot of great things. I lived a lot of great things with CSKA, with Olympiacos, even with Maccabi, and I lived great things also with my national team. It's like Sasa said, national team is something different. He knows it because now he's coach. It's very easy to motivate your players because you play for your country. So I was from the lucky players that we enjoyed living great things in our career. And like he said in the beginning, the things you realize how lucky you are when you finish your career. Because when you're in basketball, you just think it's normal. I work very hard, I practice very hard, it's normal to win. So the most important for the guys now is to understand maybe they don't have the chance to come back and play a Final Four. And the most important is not to play good, is to be in the winning team. If you play good and you're in the winning team, it's great. But if you have to choose between playing great or being the winning team, the only thing I say to them, guys, just be in the winning team. Because that's what stays and that's what makes you a better player, to be in the team that knows how to win.
Are you thinking about becoming a coach?
Not really.
No?
Pinocchio, big nose, lying. He is going to be a coach for sure.
This is what happens when you become a coach. This is what happens when you become a coach.
Exactly.
You lose your hair.
And you gain some weight.
And you gain some weight.
Talking about coaching.
Now you like it, hair, huh? You like, hey, hair.
The referee.
Which supporter is best for yesterday?
Which, excuse me?
Team supporter.
Supporters?
Yes.
You guys, definitely. But the thing is, he will tell me because he knows. The Olympiacos fans, they know when to put that the thing for the team. They follow the game, which is, we have the fans in Belgrade, Partizan and the Red Star, unbelievable. You're nothing, Partizan and Red Star, you're nothing. You build, trust me. Our fans are unbelievable. You should come to Belgrade, bring you euros, spend something to read tourists and see the game. Exactly.
Some money.
Economy. But the Olympiacos fans, they follow the game. And they know when to put the wind to the back.
They knew yesterday in the fourth quarter
Absolutely.
when the game changed.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They always know when to.
Fenerbahce now and the Turkish basketball is now building new fans.
Yes.
And it's very important because, most of the fans of the Turkish team, especially Fener, are football fans. And now you're building new fans. So Olympiacos fans, the last years, they had from the past, they were following basketball. Now the last years, because of the success of basketball team, they are close and they're watching basketball and they start to understand. And the importance, like they said, it's not what you are yelling, it's when you are yelling and how you are yelling. It's that you're forcing your team to play better and you're putting the pressure in the other team. But this is what he said. You cannot go from first step to the 10th. You have to build it. Then you'll see. If you're gonna become.
Sometimes you go down 2 steps before you go back up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Fenerbahce.
I'll see Fenerbahce in like 10 years when I'm coaching the Final Four team. I'll be
in 10 years.
I'll put my. I'll be there.
10 years.
10 years. Well, I'm being modest.
Okay.
And Sasa, how good is Fenerbahce's coach? Sasa,
It's
Željko Obradović.
For my opinion, it's the best. I had a chance to be coached by him. He's the best. How he prepares the teams for the Final Four. He's unbelievable. that process and everything. But I think in Europe you have great coaches. You have, I don't know, Ettore Messina, the tailhead, is unbelievable. A lot of Serbian coaches, Duda Ivkovic, Boža Maljkovic, Pešić from Bayern. We have a lot of great coaches. Our school of coaching was really particular. We kind of lost it right now, and we are trying to rebuild it with a new generation, new way of looking and playing, and what we learned from them we are trying to put in a new generation's new way of playing basketball, which is, I think, different than it was when we played.
They're great coaches, but they're crazy.
Absolutely.
But they're crazy.
Absolutely.
Can you tell everybody what did you do before the final game in the Istanbul Final Four? Where did Obradovic took all the team?
Where did he took us?
Yeah?
Where did he take us?
To the zoo?
To where?
Didn't you wear to the zoo?
To the souk.
To the zoo. To see animals.
The animals.
No, I don't remember. Probably. That's what we do. We go and take ice cream or just play soccer at the practice at the beginning.
Anything but basketball.
Before the finals, that's what our coaches would do. I can't remember. It was too long ago. I can't remember.
Nothing can change with one practice the day of the game. Everybody's stressed, everybody's tension, and the smart coaches, they just want to take the pressure out of the players. I was very lucky to work with great coaches like Coach Giannakis, Coach Ivkovic, Coach Messina. You know, the good coach, you know what they do? Before an easy game, they're killing you in practice before the easy game because you're not concentrate. Before a big final or before a big game, the coaches, they know everybody's going to concentrate. So the thing they have to do is to take the pressure outside of you. So for us, the hardest period was when we had an easy game. When we had 2 or 3 easy games in a row, we're saying, it's going to be difficult weeks. Because we know we're going to play easy games, the coaches will kill us in practice. Keep on running.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time.
What I did in the World Games, I sent all my players to see soccer, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, the night before France game. No practice, just go and see the game. I paid for the tickets. Alberto Herreros did all the other stuff. The guys from Real Madrid were happy to have us. They have it there, selfies, photos, blah, blah, blah. Cañita, and win the game tomorrow.
And you, Joe, what's your memories of Coach Obradovic?
You know, I always tell the story about the final game. We did the same thing every game. You know, basketball players are very superstitious. You know, you put your underwear on the same way, you tie your shoe the same way, you do everything the same. And the final game against Olympiacos, when we met in the lobby for lunch, to go for lunch, instead of going to the restaurant in the hotel, Zelko said, everybody outside. And we went outside and we got on the bus.
Ice cream.
And no.
Somewhere.
And we took 30 minutes outside of the Zaragoza and some restaurant in the highway. And we sat down and had lunch. And I said, Zelko, what the... I didn't say it like that, but I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? He says, just eat lunch. And I said, no, I want to eat lunch in the hotel and I want to take a siesta. We eat lunch, siesta, we play the game.
Siesta, cañitas, you learn
siesta,
all important things.
Carita no. And so we came back from lunch. I was very angry with him. I said, you did, this is wrong. You cannot do this. You screwed up the schedule for everybody. Why did you do this? He says, Joe, listen, nobody sleeps today. I'd rather have you walking around than laying in bed thinking the whole time.
That's right.
And that was just a little detalle, como dices. There's details that Zelko does that changes from everybody else. And these details don't mean nothing unless you win. Always. Unless you win.
The Real Madrid Theo is playing his 3rd consecutive final. You were there with Cheska. You know how it is to get back to the Final Four and falling short and losing games. How can you handle that pressure?
It's very difficult, but you have to decide if you want to make it stress or energy. If you let this thing beat you, you have a problem. Otherwise, you can put it out of like energy. And what they did yesterday, I think they came on the court and what they said, Nocioni showed them how we have to control the game. We cannot play a game up and down and see who's going to score more baskets. They came on the court and said, listen guys, this is our game. The only problem for them is that they play against Olympiacos. I think if they had to choose to play with Golden State, Cleveland or Olympiacos now, they say Cleveland, Golden State and then Olympiacos. Because Olympiacos has nothing to lose. That's the thing. And they know that even if you're 10 points up, the game never finishes until it's the 40th minute. It's up to them to learn from what happened in the previous two Final Fours. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. And everybody knows that it's not going to finish until the last second.
And Sasha, what game do you expect for tomorrow's final? An ugly one.
I expect to see Real Madrid Olympiacos in the finals.
How about you bet money, put money.
No, my money for shopping and cañas. No betting. I'm not good like you. No predictions. Referee from Fenerbahce is going to come and do the job. I believe if I like to call them under 5 game, under 5 points. If you manage to keep your opponent who is a favorite, I'm talking about Olympiacos right now, under 5 points, it's always a one ball game or a game for one ball. Because if you defend one good, you shoot good, it's 2 or 3, it's a one game that decides so you have to keep it under 5. Not during the stretch, because it can go up by 10, 12 with the Real that plays really great and up and down and they score easy and stuff like that. But if you come last 3 or 4 minutes to have an under 5 game, I'll put the money on Olympiacos. But I don't know if they will manage to keep that. It's a very, very hard. Real really plays beautiful basketball.
Ahora ir preparando las preguntas que podáis querer hacer a cualquiera de los tres. Se lo decís a Tito.
Can I say something?
Of course.
I think it's key for Olympiacos. Don't let Real play with their instinct, because Real, with their instinct, if they go up and down and nobody can beat them, because they're the team with the biggest talent. When you go up and down, the moment Olympiacos forces them to think, start to read the mismatches, then they have a lot of chances. Otherwise, it's going to be much easier for Real Madrid.
I agree. What I saw that Coach Giannis put a great tactic against Barcelona, the first game in quarterfinals in Barcelona. He put something for their short pick and roll, that the Tomic is getting the ball in the middle and then hitting the open corners or cutting and stuff like that. And Giannis put something different. But the second game, because you have such a high level of players, they adapt on anything tactically you put. The thing has to be team. It has to be what you said, not the first option, not the instinct, not the easy one, not the easy 3 and stuff. Make me work for that. Contest every shot. Put a hard shot. Put the body. Go everybody with 5 fouls, whatever. Just you have the guys who can play hard and put some bodies. So, but you have to catch the quick Real Madrid players, and no one can catch them. That's the thing.
Okay, so I have a question for Sasha. So I'm from Italy, you are the idol of my childhood. So what to say? What will you suggest to me as the because I think there's been an issue with the big games.
He has
issue with the big games.
Well, first of all, you have to play the big games. So it means that you arrived so many times to play the big games. That's the thing. Second of all, you have to be on the floor to decide those big games. I coached him and I will coach him, and I have a special thing for him, but it's not about technical and tactical stuff. It's about something similar to what Joe said with Željko. It's to get out that little worm that is in his head, maybe for that, or the atmosphere is created through the media and through everybody else about that thing. I should just, try to relax, put it on a team thing, not just personally, and just start from there. But you know, he's a great player, great guy. He's very passionate about basketball, very proud and everything. He really wants this title, and I thought personally that they will win it, but I was wrong, so my money, I never put the money on them. So
Cañas.
yeah, but I'll try to find out in the summer. We have a big thing in front of us, so I'll try to find out.
What's your name?
I'm Davor. Can you give us your best basketball memories? And of course, Sasha, most
Hvala, majstore. Hvala.
So if you just give us your best basketball memory.
Who? Everybody or? Each one? Teo, best memories. Can I just say one thing? If we ask Tony Parker about what would be his best title, what will he say?
The gold medal.
National. Bravo, Teo. Bravo. He said gold medal with the national team. So I just wanted to put two things on the different spots. We have Joe, who is American, and they dominate the world's basketball, so no one can touch you guys playing the finals. You just kill us. It's unbelievable.
But I don't have a medal.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. But I'm saying it's my thing. It's okay. You all do your profession. We all do. We win the titles for our club, championships, the historic finals. Real, Barça, Barça, Real, Olympiacos, Panathinaikos, Partizan, Red Star, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray or Efes Pilsen. Efes. Okay, Galata, Efes. But the things in once you put all that on the side with the national team and you have that emotions, winning it, that's the best memory that, in my opinion, one can have. So I will stay with that, the things from the national team when I was a player, because right now I have nothing. Something like that, 95 finals against Lithuanians, against my guy Sabonis and Marciulonis, and
In Athens.
in Athens, yes.
You know, I think my best memory is the good thing about my best memory is it continues today, because I was lucky enough to win that European championship with a great team, and I get to celebrate moments like this with all you people, and you get to walk down the street and still take pictures, and people come up and they say things like, "You were my idol when I was a kid." It makes me feel very old, but they say beautiful things, you know, and it's great to have that now, and like Sasha said earlier, when we won the first championship, all you want is more. It's an addiction to win, and you want another one. I never got another one, but now I feel like that one, it was so difficult to get, is so much more important that I have it, and my memories continue even 20 years later.
The thing, maybe Joe underestimates, he've chosen you guys to live with. He've chosen Madrid, so it's because of you guys.
Absolutely.
You make him choose Madrid to live. So
Absolutely.
It's a great bravo, because I know, because we are the Globetrotters. We just travel around, and when we receive the emotions from the people, even that we are foreigners, we feel like one of you guys. So I live in Milano with my family, and I'm grateful to my Italian friends and the people from there. They make me feel at home. So my home is always Belgrade, but still you just feel that, and you just decide in one part of your life you're going to spend here. So that's maybe big enough.
It's not very easy to choose, because it's like you cancel all the efforts you made to succeed. Because, okay, I will give you 5 and you will choose for me, okay? It's the first Final Four that we won in Prague after 35 years for CSKA. The second in Madrid, that Coach Messina had a big issue with somebody in his family, and we were not seeing him for 1 month. He was coming and going. So after that we won the European Championship in Belgrade, in Mecca of European basketball. We won, Greek team. And of course in Saitama we beat the USA team in the semi-final. You choose for me, I cannot do it.
And you did everything in the same season?
Yes.
Almost in the same season.
Somebody should have told me to stop after. If they have told me that this is your highest level, you should not do anything, yes.
You know, I would choose, if I were you guys, I would choose the against the USA team in Japan.
That's a big one.
In Japan.
But after you think that you had the silver medal that you lost in the final in the gold championship,
that's the truth.
it's, you know, I have the silver medal is not in the same room with the gold medal of Belgrade.
Don't talk to me.
Yes, you know, it's not in this.
I know.
It's different
Just
in different place.
I know.
It's in the gold room. It's in the gold room.
No, it's nice, but it's not. You lost. You know, I was discussing with some friends, basketball players. What is better when you go to a Final Four or to a big tournament? Is to win in the small final and be third, or to lose in the big final and be second. Because when you're third, you are happy. You are living happy. When you are second, you are living disappointed. I'm not sure.
They say you don't win the silver, you lose the gold.
Yeah.
Exactly.
¿Alguna pregunta más? What's your name?
My name is Julia. I'm from Spain, and I have a question for the three of you. I mean, you've been talking about the past, you have been talking about tomorrow, but I would like you to ask you about the future, especially about the new generation. I'm a mom of 2 kids, boy and girl, and what would you say to them, for instance? Let's get this, to feel this passion about basketball. When you put on the TV and there's everything about soccer, nothing about basketball, and nothing at all about female basketball.
Don't turn on soccer. When the soccer comes on, you turn the TV off. Only basketball. It's a great question. Great question.
I have 2 daughters, and I never force them to play basketball. I let them choose what they like. Skiing, whatever, everything but soccer, obviously. So the younger one, she's now 12, she's chosen basketball so bad that she has number 36 as Shaquille O'Neal. She watches all YouTube things, she watches all the games, she knows Steph Curry, she knows all the guys and everything. She has that passion that we built together, but she came looking for it inside of her. And the thing is that I've been in States for the March Madness and the Final Four, and how the basketball is lived in States through the media, from the 8 o'clock in the morning on the court like this with the ex-players, ex-NBA players of the college, of university, coach, commentators, stuff like that. You cannot but fall in love with the basketball in States, but it's their game. It's here, our game, European game is soccer, and we have to fight against it. But for me, still the basketball is the most beautiful game in the world, and it's about passing the ball. When you're ready to pass the ball, you're ready to share something with someone else. You're not egoist, but you're altruista in Italiano. I don't know. You just want you need someone else, and that's the most beautiful thing about basketball. I don't know what else, but we have a big time soccer against us, and for now it's 1-0 against them, and it's going to stay like that.
I think the best way to answer your question is, and of course I love basketball more than soccer, but I still watch a little bit of soccer sometimes. But if you have two daughters, that's your daughter, I assume she's very beautiful. It doesn't matter what she does. If she plays a sport, whether it's handball, soccer, basketball, swimming, it doesn't matter. I think playing sports is the most healthy thing in the world for your mind, for your body, for your soul, for the ability to have friends like this, to have family, because when you're in a locker room, that's your family. You have a family at home and you have a family in the locker room, you have a family on the court. And I think any sport that your daughter wants to participate in is important because it does so much for their future. They learn how to work with a team. They learn how to, one of the most important things for me in my life was losing. You learn so much more from losing in life than you do from winning. Because winning you take for granted, like, oh, I won. But I learned so much more from losing the Final Four, from losing important games than I ever did from winning. And I think just any sport is good. If you can turn off soccer, better. But if they want to play, they have to play. They have to do something.
The way I think of this thing is a little bit different. The things that really interest us, we don't choose them. They're choosing us. So if your daughter is gonna like football, swimming, table tennis, she will understand immediately. The biggest problem is that most of the parents they're doing is that they force their children to do things that they wanted to do in their past and they didn't do it, they didn't manage it for some reasons. Because in Greece it's very common, all the parents, they say to their children, turn off the TV and open a book so you start reading. This is not. The example is, you don't say to your child, turn off your TV. You just go by yourself in your sofa and you take a book and you start reading, because the children is just copying what they're watching. So you don't have to force them, because sometimes if you force them to tell them you don't play football, this is making them interested to see why I should not play football. The thing is, if you find something that your child loves to do it, you have to push it to go there. Let's hope it's going to be basketball. It's going to be great. But the thing is, if she does love basketball and you push her to basketball, after 2-3 years, when the coach is going to press her, she's going to quit. If she really loves basketball, the pressure of her coach will make her try even harder to prove that, no, I love this thing, I'm going to stay in this thing. So it's like what they said. Just let your children decide what they love and just be behind them. The children, the only thing they need is support. And if you are behind them, they will be happy. This is the thing that you should look, your children to be happy. Sorry, but I love basketball, it's my life. Like these guys, we succeed because we loved basketball. If someone forces us to do something else, maybe we'll not be successful, because we stayed in basketball even when we had hard times, when we lost, because losses are more in basketball. We took our lessons, we came back stronger, and we succeed. So just encourage your children, and let's hope they do what you like, so you have things to do in common. But just let them do what they want.
Hey, now we're not ex-basketball players, we're family psychologists. We help the families also. Very good question. Thank you.
Bueno, pues no podemos acabar de una manera más inspiradora. Un aplauso gigante para estos tres Eurofighters, muy responsables de que estemos todos enamorados de este deporte que es el baloncesto.